Okay. Good morning everyone. So welcome to your science class. I think you can hear my voice, also you can see the board. Okay. So let us start today's class. So okay, you know that I have started the new chapter, soil, chapter number 4. I think all of you have your book with you. Okay, you can hear my voice, all of you. My voice is audible to you. Yes. All of you can hear my voice, I think. Yes, Triparna. Answer me. Yes, okay. So let us start. This is also your term 1 chapter. So in our previous class, I have already started the chapter and we have completed up to what does soil contain, page number 24. Okay, page number 24. I am talking about page number 24. What does soil contain? We have done stones, sand, clay and humus. Okay, so that I have told you to perform that activity. I have told you to perform this activity at home. I think some of you have tried it, and also I have given one homework that you have to draw the glass jar showing the different layers, in the glass jar. Okay, now you can see me. Yes, okay. So I have given one homework. So those who have not done it, you should do that homework in your science copy. Okay, you will draw this glass jar. I am repeating it. Draw the glass jar showing different layers of the soil. Okay, you will draw this in your science notebook, means your science copy. So I will start from number 2 today. Soil contains water. I am talking about what does soil contain. Okay, from page number 24. Yes, so all of you must have your book with you and in your hand also. So number 2 now, soil contains water. Soil contains water. Soil contains water. Soil contains water. This is the see here, this is all of these are activity based explanation. Okay, so you can perform this activity at your home. See, soil contains water. What is it telling? Take some garden soil in a container. So you have to take a handful of garden soil in a container, cover it with a lid. You have to cover it. You have to cover the container, then heat the container for some time. Then you have to heat the container for some time, open the lid, we see drops of water on the lid. So, this is very easy experiment. What you have to do? You have to take some garden soil in your hand, then you have to put it in a container, which the container you will take that container which can be heated. Okay. So, you will take the garden soil in the container, then you have to cover it with a lid. Okay. Then you have to heat the container, then after some time heat it. Okay. Then you have to open the lid, you will see that some drops of water are formed on the lid. Okay. Drops of water are formed on the lid. So, this shows that soil contains water. See here, see the picture, you have taken soil in the container, this is a container. Okay. Then you are covering the container with a lid, you have to cover it, cover the container, then you have to heat the container for some time. Okay. Then you will see, then you will put off the flame, okay, put off the flame, then after that you will just open the lid, you will see some drops of water have been formed on the lid of the container. This is water drops. So, you can perform this experiment, is activity at your home, and this shows that soil contains water. Okay. Now, turn to next page. Soil contains air. Soil contains air. This is also an activity or experiment. Okay. So, this is I am talking from page number 25. All of you follow page number 25. Okay. Take some garden soil in a jar. So, you are taking some garden soil in a jar, pour some water over it. You have to then pour water over it. As you do this, you notice bubbles forming in the soil. This happens because the trapped air is present in the soil escapes as bubbles. This shows that soil contains air. This is also a very easy experiment, easy activity, you can perform this. Then you will tell me in the next class. Okay? I will ask you. So, what you have to do? You have to take some garden soil in a jar. In a jar or in a glass or in a bowl, you have to take the garden soil. Then nothing to do, you have to pour some water on it. Then you are pouring some water over the soil. Then when you are pouring the water, then you will see some bubbles are forming in the soil, bubbles are forming. This happens because the trapped air present in the soil escapes as bubbles. This shows that soil contains air. See the picture. Okay. As soon as the water is poured over the soil, see bubbles are formed. Bubbles are forming in the soil, bubbles are coming out. Okay. So, this shows that soil contains air. Okay. Very good experiment and very easy also. Okay. Now MCQ, we will do the MCQ, okay, multiple choice question. MCQs. Okay. Tick the correct answer. All of you will do this only with your pencil. Don't use pen. Okay. You will do with pencil only. Okay. See here, number 1, soil contains dash what? Number A, water, number B, air, number C, water and air. What is the answer? I want the answer. Write in the chat box. Let me see who can tell. Soil contains which option? Yes, Triparna, water and air. Very good. Oh, so number 1 answer is water and air. Okay. Number 2 now. Dead leaves. Yes, Anushka, it is also correct. Snehanjana also correct. Satvik Mukherjee also correct. Vidyasri correct. Okay, very good. Very good now. I think you are studying at home. Yes or no? Okay, very nice. Next one, dead leaves, twigs and remains of dead insects make. Dead leaves, twigs and remains of dead insects make humus, clay, sand. Yes, it makes humus. And what is the color of the humus? Anyone? We have done that experiment activity. I have explained you what is the color. What is the color of the humus that is formed on the top layer of the water, top layer of the soil, most preferably. Okay, yes, dark brown, very good. So, it is humus. Okay, you will learn this, it is a very good one word answer. Okay, this one, humus, this is a very good one word answer. How can you do the one word here? I will just write dead leaves, twigs and remains of dead insects are called or is called what? Your answer will be humus. Dead leaves, twigs and remains of dead insects is called what? It is humus. Okay, very good, Anushka. Very good. Okay. You will draw that one. Show me next day. Okay. Now we will go to types of soil. Now types of soil. Okay. Page number 24. Types of soil. Here it is has been told that there are mainly 3 types of soil. Okay, there are 3 types. There are mainly 3 types of soil we will discuss here. It is also given in your book. Sandy soil, okay. Number 2 is clay soil. Number 3 is loamy soil. So, there are mainly 3 types of soil. Okay. There are mainly 3 types of soil: sandy soil, clay soil, loamy soil. Okay. So, let us read it out, you will follow. Soils differ in color, particle size and amount of air and water. We will underline here, underline this one. Soil differ in color. Soil differs in color, particle size and amount of air and water. Underline this one. There are 3 types of soils: sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Okay, I have told you here, written also: sandy soil, clay soil, loamy soil. Okay. Number 1, clay soil. It contains mostly clay. You can underline here, underline this one. It contains mostly clay. It consists of soil particles of very small size. It is smooth and sticky. Underline here, it is smooth and sticky. So, clay soil is smooth and sticky. It is a good characteristic features of the clay soil. It is used by potters to make pots and toys. underline this one. It is used by potters to make pots and toys. Clay soil is not good for plants because there are no spaces between its particles to hold air. So, it is not good for plants. Why? Because there are no spaces between the particles to hold the air. Okay? But it can hold a lot of water because water cannot pass through the particles easily. But it can hold a lot of water because water cannot pass through the particles easily. See the picture given at the side, clay soil. So, I will explain it once again. Clay soil, it contains mostly clay. You will underline here. It consists of soil particles of very small size. It is smooth and sticky. Here you underline, it is smooth and sticky. It is used by potters to make pots and toys. Underline here. Clay soil is not good for plants because there are no spaces between its particles to hold air. Okay, you should remember this one. It can be a good question here. Why is not good for plants? Question can be why? You can write the question also in your science copy. Why clay soil is not good for plants? Okay. Why clay soil is not good for plants? This is the answer here. Clay soil is not good for plants because there are no spaces between its particles to hold air. But it can hold water. Why? Because water cannot pass through the particles easily. Okay. Now we will talk about, this is number 1, clay soil. Number 2, sandy soil. Okay. Now sandy soil, it mainly consists of sand. As the name, you can identify it, sandy soil. Sandy means sand. Okay. So, the name suggests that it mainly consists of sand. There is a lot of air in the spaces between its large particles, but it cannot hold much water because water can easily pass through these spaces. See, it can hold a lot of air, but it cannot hold much water because water can easily pass through the spaces of the particles. So, very few plants are able to grow in sandy soil. It is mostly found on seashore and in deserts. Desert, what type of plants has grown? Cactus type, no. So, the cactus does not require water. Okay. So, this type of plants can grow, cactus, date palm, okay, this type of, and it is mainly found on the seashore and in deserts, seashore and the deserts. Okay. Now, number 3, loamy soil. This is a very good soil, most preferable soil and most acceptable soil, this one. It contains both sand and clay particles. See, it contains both sand and clay particles. Underline, you can underline here, it contains both sand and clay particles. It contains a lot of humus and can hold both air and water. So, you can underline this also. It contains a lot of humus and can hold both air and water. Therefore, it is very good for growing plants. As it contains a lot of humus, so humus is good, very good for the soil and good for the growing of the crops. So, this soil is very good for growing plants. Okay. So, we have completed up to page number 24. So, that's all students. Okay, that's all. for today's class. We have already done up to 25 now. In the next class, we will continue with page number 26. Okay. So, all of you, I hope you will all read this chapter, and I have given one homework drawing. I have given, you will draw that picture, that glass jar showing the different levels of soil. And so, thank you everyone and goodbye.